I came across the idea when I was researching my exam film from the Polish film school. It's a bit of similar theme, but I was doing a research and I was looking through like police investigations in Sweden where teenagers had been involved in crime. And in Sweden, you know, all after the court has been done with the case, all the information is public. So you can get access to all of it. And I found a case about a 15-year-old boy who had strangled his girlfriend because he couldn't accept the fact that she had fallen in love with someone else. And it was like a transcript of his confession, you know, 70 pages of talking with a police officer. And it moved me very much because I understood through the reading it that it was very like a normal boy. It was not marginalized. It was not from, you know, crazy circumstances, family, or, you know, alcohol and drugs. It was very normal circumstances, like when I grew up. And I could feel that it was like a very young boy who had felt fooled by love and had done something really, really horrible that he couldn't understand how he could have committed. And now he tried to take the consequences of his crime, and go on a journey that he was really not prepared to take, but he tried to take it anyway. And in a strange way, I could relate to him. And I was sort of wondering, could this have been me? Could it have happened something similar when I grew up, when I was 15? And I felt somewhat, yeah, it could have happened. So I felt very provoked to, okay, what is it I have in common with him? And I wanted to discover it, and I wanted to put myself in a script in this situation and see what would happen with the world. And in my idea, it's so like how would society react, and how would, you know, I have continued in life with this? To me, it was important that how the characters react to him. It's also understandable. It's human reaction mechanism to something that they are scared of, because the fear is based on that they feel that maybe my hands are not completely clean as well. But I can still understand them, and I can defend all the characters in the film. But the interesting question is, to me, to the audience, like, who are you in this case? Yeah? Who are you in the film, and how would you react? You can't really know until you're in that situation. You can have a good theory about yourself that I'm a very good person, I will never do harm. But in my point of view, it's not true. We're all capable of this evil act, and to be kind of cruel to each other. And I mean, John is the main character, John is the one who has killed. But when he comes back, he's such a provocation for the rest, so they can become killers as well. And then really is the question if they are very different from him at all, and I don't think so. That we really in Sweden we want to be very tolerant. We want to believe in second chances, and we want to be very good people. But in practice, when it happens for real, it doesn't always, you know, correspond to the theory. And this interests me because I think the human being in nature has tendencies to be less tolerant than the brain would like them to be. And this interests me as well. We wanted to make it, you know, a camera that has quite a lot of distance to the characters and a kind of coldness to the situation. In a way, I don't want the camera to tell the audience what to feel. You have to make up your own mind of what you see, a bit like a theater stage. But of course, still the camera is there, and I'm telling you, like, I choose you to watch this now and this now, and not, you know, what's outside the frame. It's a decision that we don't show it in the frame. But it's a lot. To me, it comes out of the characters. It corresponds with the characters. It's a form that comes out of their internal conflict and the coldness or the disconnection they have to their own emotions, and it builds a very good tension together with the image. And we wanted to compose it to somehow not engage emotionally when the characters are very emotional, to rather, when it's very dramatic, to be less dramatic, and to always work in a contrast, and to also to allow, because the audience is very intelligent, so we can allow many things to happen outside the frame and in the sound, and it builds tension because the audience starts to think and use their imagination, and they get more curious. Because the audience is very intelligent, and if you don't respect the audience, they're going to be lazy, and they're not going to think. So for me, you have to provoke the audience to think, because they are really intelligent. I think it's like we wanted to create, because we don't have any music in the film, so I wanted to have the sound to be very present, And even when it's silent or you have a contrast, it's a lot of sound. It's rich. And to me, it's like a game of sound as well without music, but you can use the sounds that are around you from eating and food and birds and stuff. It becomes a way of music, and it creates a bit also of tension, I think. Also in the ambiences and the way like certain rumbles and such enter, it's not at all in an unrealistic way. To me, it's very realistic, but it's also something, it's used in an artistic way and used to create tension, and it's a dramaturgical tool as well. Yeah.